Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party.
Is the People's National Party ready at this time for a general or a local election?
Yes, we are ready for any one of the elections. With the local government elections, we have 228 candidates in the 228 divisions, plus a candidate for the municipality of Portmore. And in relation to the general elections, we have 60 of the 63 candidates in place, and we'll be settling the other 3 by the end of this month. So by the end of 2023, we'll have all our candidates in place. We have been using scientific data to guide us. We have done the targets for all of the divisions, all of the constituencies. The persons are in the field canvassing towards reaching their targets. The workers are in place. Persons have their literature, their paraphernalia, so an introductory letter or a brochure about their achievements. We have a communication plan for them. There's a parish management team in place in each parish. And so, yeah, I believe that we are ready. We've audited all of the divisions and the constituencies. And so I'm comfortable with where we are. Of course, given more time, we'll almost fine-tune the thing some more. But I'm comfortable with where we are now. I think that we can win either election if they're called.
With the Prime Minister taking so long, some people are saying the Prime Minister is taking a bit long to call the election. Do you think it's a strategy or he is afraid to call the election?
I don't think it's a strategy. I don't know if it's necessarily that he is doing anything strategic. I think it is more that he has concerns because he has waited too long to call the election. Normally, the local government election comes immediately after the general election. And last year, the PNP was polling behind by about 13 points. He didn't call the election then, and we are now ahead in the polls. So he's having a difficulty in terms of should he call an election, yes or no. And he knows that on the eve of a general election, to call a local election is almost a referendum on the government. And I'm assuming that he's having memories of 1986 because he's a student of politics. That if you're to call the local and lose the local, that it telegraph what is to come in the general election. But our duty in opposition, not being the ones who call an election, is to be prepared. We've had a plan for the last 3 years, and we've executed on that plan well. I'm comfortable with where we are now. We're not resting on our laurels. We know that we have to fine-tune our organization. We have to go out there to make sure that we have the bodies to meet the targets that we have set, and then that we have the plan in place so we can mobilize them and the message to get them out on the day.
As it is now, the PNP has 5 of the municipalities. Six of the municipalities. How many more are you guys expecting today?
Well, there are 14 municipal corporations in the country. My mathematics says me that half of that is 7. So anything over 7 will be a victory for the People's National Party. And so, our aim is to ensure that we hold the 6 corporations that we have and to ensure that we take some more to come out of that election with the majority of the councils in the country. I won't go into specific details like I see my opponents doing because we don't necessarily want to give away our strategy as to where we're targeting. But I can tell you that we are aiming to come out of the election with more than the 6 that we go in there with. And as long as we get more, we'll be at least at 7, which is half. So anything above 6 is a victory for us. The party that is in power tends to normally win the election because it's normally called shortly after. But we feel that we've prepared well. We have our candidates in place. We have done the polling. We're leading in 12 of the 14 parishes. In the majority of divisions, we're leading over 45 of the constituencies. So we believe that, that tells us that we have enough to work with to ensure that we can carve out a victory for either election.